Father Serra's 300th birthday is coming up, and we really ought to do an exhibition at the Huntington. And as this evolved, we decided that this was not going to just be the last 15 years of Serra's life, but all of Serra's life.
It's the first exhibition that looks at Serra's life in full before he came to California in 1769. And he contextualizes his life in a deep past in Mallorca, the Western Mediterranean, and in central Mexico, where he was active for almost 20 years.
One of the things that we've been really careful to do in the exhibition is not only to chart Serra's life in full and offer a complex portrait of Serra, his life before he comes to California, but to also track the ways in which the legacies of his life and the California missions have permeated California and an international arena.
A lot of artifacts have never left their homelands have come to this show to make it quite robust and beautiful. Maria Adler believed that essentially Indians would be converted upon sight of Franciscans. So Serra read her books, took in that belief, and left essentially Mallorca in 1749 with the belief that he would be part of that process of converting Indians to Catholicism. And this is the kind of life that Serra wanted to act out, one of humility in the New World as a way of creating a model for Catholic belief and life. By a very famous painter, Jose Paez, who was Serra's he's the painter Serra most admired for painting liturgical art.
Which is a really unusual thing, right? History painting was not a genre in this era, right?
The second part of the show is also historical, because it looks at the California missions, and in particular the experiences of Indians in those missions in ways that have never been explored in an exhibition of this size or scope. Our goal in this case is to show the diversity and complexity of California Indian culture. Grasses that was woven into, we believe, a child's sandal 9,000 years old. California Indians lived here before there were humans on the island of Mallorca.
Juana Basilia was commissioned essentially to make this basket as a presentation basket or a gift.
That's a video that's roughly 90 hours long. It comes out of our database. It has all the names of 81,500 Indians who were baptized in California.
Contemporary ideas of what the missions looked like might be more like this 1830s painting, one of the first oil paintings of a California mission. Now on this side there's a tabernacle, and you can see an inlay of mother of pearl.
This painting here, which shows Father Serra in his final days. He's receiving communion from Palu. Pilgrims took threads from the skull and used them as relics or as souvenirs if they weren't devout Catholics.
And it is the direct pathway into what we have commonly come to know by the late 19th and 20th centuries as a mission myth. San Gabriel mission with the mountains and the clouds and the atmosphere. It's a romantic landscape scene. And it's again a romantic hazy sunset scene. Light is coming from the inside of Mission San Carlos. Serra is buried inside. From the Santa Barbara Presidio, the oldest red tile that we know of in California.
I think the video allows Indians to speak about the California mission experience.
Their stories of the duality of life today, for some of them seeking to live in a Catholic world, following in the footsteps of some of their relatives, but also seeking to retain Indian spiritual and really grappling with issues of indigenous identity in the 21st century. The legacies are part of this continuum that we can point to, again, from the beginning of the exhibition all the way to the end, a long-lasting set of legacies and how we might rethink the historical importance of Serra and the missions today, not just for the Native Americans whose families went through the mission, but also for us and where we live and the routes we take every day.